Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 3 is already being leaked, with us being halfway through Chapter 5 Season 2 Myths and Mortals, 50% complete. Ranging from features Epic Games have revealed that are upcoming in the month of May for this new season, how we're going to be getting there based off the brand new storyline, and if there's going to be a live event or not to end off this second season of the chapter. Not to mention the theme and some of the Battle Pass skins because of that upcoming, but something incredibly worrying that all players need to know about, so stick around until the end to get all of that and more today. Stop, don't forget before you pick up the Battle Pass or anything from the shop, you enter code FM1 inside here, as it looks completely different now, but it definitely still works, being one of the shortest and easiest codes to enter out there. It would mean the world to me and my dog Charlie the Charcoal Pug now that we've got the brand new cutout, so that means another purchase had to be made. Last video I wanted to know the name of this, so here's a bunch of hearted comments on screen right now that got that right. Today, however, I want to know the name of this, so let me know down below in the comments, and if it gets hearted it could be showed on screen in the next video, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, as after all it only benefits you, with us gifting different subscribers every single day, with some proof for that recently on screen right now. Diving straight into it all before the insane storyline developments that we've literally just seen in the Avatar update, of course this event now is going on until May 3rd in case you were unaware, with the mini pass, so you can upgrade for 1000 V-Bucks to get traditional AANG, then work your way up to getting the other variant of AANG, and also the upper glider toward the end of this event, don't forget about that. With us being 50% nearly complete through this season, or literally that when you're watching this video, of course that means we're in the mid-season update, as you can see from all versions of 29.00 or beyond, representing Chapter 5 Season 2, 29.20 we're currently in, like the midpoint as you can see between those numbers, and of course that means we only have 2 more downtime updates after this. May 3rd when I'm guessing we're getting 29.30 and then 29.40 around a week or 2 after. Now before we hop into all the features that Epic Games have literally already showed off about the future of Fortnite even beyond Chapter 5 Season 3, rewinding slightly back to the start of Chapter 5 Season 1, you know, in late December after the Big Bang event, which literally gave us our first introduction and reveal to the 3 new modes being Festival, Lego and Rocket Racing. Although this event had some more Easter eggs to do with what's upcoming in Chapter 5 Season 3, this overall season starting introduced Vengeance Jones, an altered version of him but with the only memories of the past, who was the leader of a faction called the Underground, accompanied by Hope, who was helping him, the sister of the opposing faction's leader, the Society, Valeri, who despite wanting to locate and open Pandora's box, of course kidnapped Peely and held him hostage, considering he was Jones's best bud, in an attempt to lure Jones in order to steal his memories of the past, but this didn't work, as Peely, we know, not only was a problematic hostage, literally popping Flowberry Fizz before it released like champagne in this loading screen, but was inevitably rescued and is now actually on the island once more as an NPC in Chapter 5 Season 2 with the arrival of the 29.20 update. Kind of a ballsy move, Peely, to come back to the island right now in just a tent, vulnerable to everybody considering Valeri wasn't captured or eliminated from the storyline as we know. Her lair and books can still be found on the floating island for those that don't know, showing the drawings again of Pandora's box, the butterfly, and then other things that she's actually got planned or tricks up her sleeve. Anyways, with Peely coming to save the day time and time again, most specifically notable in the Collision Live event from Chapter 3 Season 2, throughout Fortnite's history, despite all the times he seems to have been eliminated or vaulted out of it, he's come back, and this is not a coincidence according to this season's story quest and dialogue. As you can see from the Oracle recently upon him being introduced as an NPC, it states, "You should know that banana seems to be a linchpin holding together all of reality. Do with that information what you may." It's safe to say, with that said, Peely, our buddy, needs to be protected at all costs. Technically, Peely 2 is kind of Jones or another snapshot of him. You know how we get different snapshots from characters entering the loop, and Vengeance Jones is one of them introduced at the start of Chapter 5, as I'm not sure if you remember this cinematic shot introduced around the time of the World Cup, alongside even revealing like 4 seasons in advance this Castaway Jonesy skin on the island with a flare gun. Jonesy the First, or Jones the First, used this banana or was just simply eating it and then touched a rift portal with it, fusing them together, which showed the creation of Peely. With the summer themed season next, like we saw for Chapter 4 Season 3 literally last year, our last summer themed season, another buff or different summer version of a beloved character Meowscles that we'd previously seen introduced in Chapter 2 Season 2, this being Paradise Meowscles, in case it wasn't blatantly obvious by my description right there. It's very possible, with Peely being at such a forefront of the storyline, once again even through these storyline quests anyways, that we could finally be seeing this buff version of him come to the game that you'll have seen floating around the internet. And I know I mentioned at the start of the video there's something incredibly worrying about Chapter 5 Season 3 that literally everyone needs to know about. We're going to be revealing that, but first, we do have some features that Epic Games have literally announced upcoming as early as Chapter 5 Season 3, one being absolutely huge that was teased in the Big Bang event, again, that we've already mentioned in this video, but as you can see, it was Fall Guys or a Fall Guy beam, implying it would be integrated directly into Fortnite like we saw Rocket League for Rocket Racing, and several leaks backing this up that it would be upcoming. It's now been confirmed to be upcoming in Chapter 5 Season 3, maybe even upon launch, as Epic Games said this in the State of Unreal livestream recently.
I'm here to share that we'll be adding Fall Guys assets, animations, and of course lovely Fall Guys beans to UEFN in May, so you can build your own frantic obstacle courses right inside Fortnite.
Fall Guys did initially get leaked prior to this confirmation, just like what we're also about to show another clip from the State of Unreal livestream first person, which has literally been in the works for what seems like years now, initially shown or glitched out during the Device Chapter 2 Season 2 live event, then with even more leaks pouring out of course over the years, literally as recent as Chapter 4, with this actually being shown in concept form. Take a listen to this clip as it looks like it's finally time for Epic Games to officially introduce this without having to play a UEFN or Creative 2.0 map.
And later this year, we're happy to finally announce that we're going to release the highly requested first-person camera. It took a while. We know.
With this being very exciting and finally coming to the game, I doubt it's going to be with the start of Chapter 5 Season 3, but instead at the end of the year with the start of the brand new chapter. I know it seems early to talk about Fortnite Chapter 6. The reason I say that is because later in that live stream it was also revealed that UEFN, the same tools that we can use as creators, will be used in 2025 to develop Battle Royale seasons in the future.
We've always used our own games to push the engine forward, make sure it's battle tested for creators. And it's time for Fortnite development to move over to UEFN and Verse. By the end of 2025, we're going to ship our first season of Fortnite Battle Royale developed in UEFN. So by moving our primary development to UEFN and Verse, our aim is to accelerate feature development and ultimately result in a much more robust toolset for all developers faster. And what it means to everybody that chooses to use UEFN is that this is us ensuring that you're going to be able to build experiences at the level and depth and quality of Battle Royale going forward right inside Fortnite.
And despite people thinking this is a worrying thing with creators having the same tools as the devs to make a new season, Hypex made a good point right here about breaking all of that down as to why there shouldn't be any worry. Fortnite Battle Royale will be shipped in UEFN starting 2025, but UEFN will be just as good as Epic's BR tools by then, so content will stay just as good as it is now. With the future looking bright for Fortnite, even with our first look right here at Fortnite, what it'll look like returning to iPhone, again by the end of the year, which I'm guessing they're going to be introducing first person by, you know, for the start of Chapter 6 and such, being new innovations that obviously require a new chapter or reset to the game. Without getting too ahead of ourselves, getting back to Chapter 5 Season 3, what's inevitably next, the worrying thing that I was implying at the start of the video is it being an overall kind of dry season. How we know this is not only based off of last chapter and what we saw for Chapter 4 Season 3, that summer season, with it starting us getting a very mid-summer event, with one area changed in terms of the map changes introduced and free rewards, one of which we could unlock back then, now just reskinned for those that had issues collecting tier 100 prior to 29.20, as we couldn't literally get enough battle stars to unlock this version of Hades. Long story short, Chapter 4 Season 3 Wilds was very underwhelming, with Epic Games releasing the summer update, which was obviously not up to standard with the previous ones we'd seen, combined with them going on holiday, so literally no bug fixes or anything could actually be updated until they returned back to office. Based off how the direction of Chapter 5 Season 2 is looking right now, it looks like Epic Games are going to be replicating this once again, having everything already planned to placidly float until the next season after that by the looks of it. Considering where we're at right now in terms of the direction of Fortnite, the myths or immortals versus the mortals on the island, of course that means there's a feud or conflict between the two, which could result in a post-apocalyptic kind of theme for next season due to something occurring, whether that is a live event that's not confirmed right now or an event because of some build-up happening in the Chapter 5 Season 3 trailer unfolding. Based off of all of that, I'm interested to see where OG fits this year, considering of course we're expecting to see at least 4 seasons out of Chapter 5 like we do every annual chapter now, and with it being confirmed based off Fortnite opening their roadmap due to the success of Fortnite OG at the end of last year, literally breaking records for the month it was active. Of course they've wanted to bring it back, it would only make sense as a business move. So will that slot between Chapter 5 Season 3 and Chapter 5 Season 4, or are we going to go the full whack all the way up to Chapter 5 Season 4, get a month of OG, and then go into Chapter 6 at the start of December? Or will Fortnite OG be created into its own mode that's updated throughout more OG times of Fortnite every single week? Fortnite, no pun intended, or month? Let me know down below in the comments. Slap a like if you like the sound of that, and subscribe with all notifications turned on so you don't miss any future uploads. Do not forget to enter code FM1 now or the next time you log on before picking up anything, as it's greatly appreciated and supports the channel. But speaking of other videos, click either of these two YouTubes recommended you on screen whilst you're waiting for the very next upload I do publish on this channel.